what you want. You're the one I trust. I belong to you. And I'll always be around when I need some loving, baby. And I'll never let you down. Let you down. I'm your song and you're playing all my melodies. There's no one else, 'cause baby we got chemistry. You give me feelings that I never knew. This heart of mine will always and forever belong to you. You and me were meant to be as one. The universe has known it all along. Maybe this is where our story starts. Maybe it was written in the stars. Written in the stars. You will be forever, yeah. You will be written in the stars. You will be forever, yeah. You will be. Take me to your heart. Take me to your soul. Let me down.
What up? What up? Welcome to the MALEROOM Show. Hey, hey. Yo, about to introduce the crew. We got Rollo. Rollo's in the building. JB the gent will be with us in a moment. Hey. Welcome to the MALEROOM Show, everybody. Let's get it.
Yeah, what's
What's
going
cracking
on,
with you, dog?
man? Another week. Made it.
Oh, my
Made
earphones.
it. Made it. We here.
Say it again.
Say another week, man. We made it. We made it.
Hold on. Can you hear me?
Y'all can hear you. We got it.
I don't know, my headphones is messing up pretty bad.
We got it. We got it. Thank you, everybody that is tuning in, wherever you're tuning in from, to the live show, man. This is 16, man. Week 16. Week 16. We are here. Oh, I'll tell you, gotta get this technical difficulty. He gotta get set.
All right. Hello.
Yeah, we got it.
One, two, 1, 2. Sorry, can you hear me, man?
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, I cannot hear you at all, bro. I don't know what's going on. It's one of them days, dog.
You can't hear?
Nah. Sir.
You just heard, oh, you can hear me a little bit, but I'm not loud.
So far away.
I sound far away. We gonna work through it. We're gonna work through it. Again, thank you everybody.
Bro.
Thank you everybody that is here for the live show. We appreciate y'all, man. The Mailroom Show. Our boy JB should be here in a minute. You know how we do it, man. You know how we do it. So just my brother's having some technical difficulties right now. Real quick, while I'm just here, I want to thank everybody that's been sending us emails for topics. Keep those coming, keep those going, because we really are looking into it, so we can go ahead and give you some dialogue on some of the things you all want to talk about. So we definitely appreciate y'all. Again, if you're just tuning in, my brother's having some technical difficulties right now. We're gonna keep the show going once my brothers tap back in. Good evening, Sabrina. As always, thank you so much for being here. Thank you. What's going on, Sabrina? Yeah, man, this is week 16. Some of y'all been rocking with us since episode 1, 2, at least 3. I know some of y'all been rocking with us. So thank you so much. We love and appreciate y'all, man. We just waiting on my brothers to tap in, having a little technical difficulties, but we want to thank y'all so much for just being here, man. Being here. So we just waiting for my brothers to tap in. We're gonna get it going. We're gonna get it going. We're gonna get it going. We do have other content coming. We are approaching the end of season 1. It's been crazy how fast it went, but we are approaching the end of season 1. And season 2, we're gonna have a lot more content that me and my brothers are working on for the Mailroom Network. So just please stay tuned. If you've been rocking with us now, wait till you rock with us for season 2, man. We just really hope that you ride with us, stay with us as we bring you more content, different content than the Mailroom Show or Coffee and Conversation. We just trying to expand and kind of hit different avenues of certain things in entertainment. So you might see us talking about movies. You might see a sports show. We got all type of things that we are trying to discuss to bring to the Mailroom Network. So just thank you all for the support and just continuing to support us. And just wait for season 2. We're going to have some stuff coming for y'all. There go my brother.
Yeah, man, my bad, dog. This dang on soundboard, man, was cutting up on you, boy.
There go my brother. Yeah, and I think the completion of the Trinity is about to tap in. We got Jay here.
Yeah, I think I saw him. He down there.
Yeah,
I'll bring him up. He's on mute right now, but I'll bring him up.
Let's get it. But yeah, so yeah, we definitely appreciate y'all, man. We definitely appreciate y'all. Another week.
Show, man. Shout out to everybody, man. I'm sorry for the technical difficulty real quick. Let's just clap it up real quick for the one time.
There he is.
There you go.
There he is. Whatever you want. But yeah, so what's up, man? We got what we got? We got a funny. What's up?
We got the funny. You know, we got the funny, dog. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna come through with it real quick. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, you know, a lot of people been very hard on your boy Joe Biden, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man, yeah,
I don't like the way he moves.
He falling asleep during speeches and shit.
He falling asleep, dog.
So that's not a good look.
He falling asleep, dog. Hold on one second, man.
That's not a good look.
No, that's not a good look at all.
It's not a good
It's
look.
not a good look at all. But man, your boy Cat Williams though, he trying to give Joe a little bit more, a little bit more respect, a little bit more time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we got this funny real quick from Cat, man. We're gonna check it out, man.
All right, let's get it.
Let's get it, dog.
Motherfucker, I'm so sick of motherfuckers talking shit about Joe Biden. Joe need to get his shit together. You need to wake up, Joe. Go Brandon, Joe. The fuck.
All right, we gotta. Hey, you know what? We'll keep it moving. So if we could, yeah. So we apologize, y'all. You know what happens, little technical difficulties. So, man, we just gonna go ahead and maybe just hop right on into it, man. Get it going. We got a really good show for y'all today. We got some really good topics. I think it's gonna open up some really good conversation. I know I say that every week, but I say it because I mean it. We got some eye openers today. So I think especially the ladies gonna appreciate some of the topics today. There goes our brother right there. Y'all Boozy in the building. What up, man?
Man, good evening. God, it's one of those days, ain't it?
I guess so. But we're gonna go ahead and hop into it, man. We're gonna get the show going. Thank you everybody that's tuning in to the live show. We're gonna get it popping right now. So first topic of the evening, fellas. This will be a good one, man. This will be a good one. First topic of the evening.
We're gonna start it off right, I thought, right?
Oh, I'm tripping. See, we all off. We all off.
Yeah, we're gonna start it off right.
We apologize,
bro. I don't know what
it's
right, man.
We got each other.
Correct.
Yeah. We have a little routine. The routine is a little off today, so we about to get it going. But yeah, once again, y'all, we love y'all. We human. It happens. But once again, we have come together for conversation and camaraderie, man. My brothers are here. They are here. They have made it in spite of the technical difficulties, y'all. We love and appreciate everybody being here. Thank you so much for the support. We just come together, having relevant conversation about topics that are extremely important and valuable to men and women in society today, man. We appreciate y'all being here with us. Y'all know what it is. Me and my brothers, we've been able to take what we've done in the car before pregame, whatever, bring it to you. And we thank y'all so much every week for being here. But brothers, as we another round table that has turned into the mailroom show. Let us never ever forget the foundation that is our Trinity. Let's go, my brothers.
Yes, sir.
Let's get back even. This might not.
Let's get this. You know what I'm saying?
Woo! Yeah, have to take a little extra one to loosen up. We back, y'all. Here we go.
Like your boy Martin.
Yeah. Well, we are back, man. Thank y'all so much. We apologize for little hiccups at the beginning of the show, but we're gonna keep it cracking. All right, y'all. First topic of the evening, fellas. How should men respond to a woman's representative? How should a man respond to a woman's representative? Now, what we're talking about is that initial date, maybe that first date, you know what I'm saying? That first conversation you have with somebody, and everybody is putting forth their best self, you know what I'm saying? Later on down the line, you find out if what they're saying matches up. If their actions match up with, what they're telling you, what they're giving. Everybody has a representative, but sometimes the representative is, stands strong in who they are, what they tell me, what they say. Sometimes it veers left. So if it veers left, fellas, how should we respond to a woman's representative?
Accordingly.
I agree with that one.
I think that's the only way. I think that's the only way to go about it, man. We kind of talked about this a little bit last week about how women really don't feel that a lot of men are listening and paying attention to what they say and how they move. But then again, it's us to respond to that accordingly. So you know what I mean. So I agree with what Tay said. Go ahead, busy. Elaborate on that accordingly.
Yeah. I just think that once you find out, because it takes time to. Some of us are novices in this thing, and some of us are experts. Some people are connoisseurs,
Okay.
and some people are just enthusiasts, right? So if you're a connoisseur of the opposite sex, right? If you're a man,
Right.
then if you're an expert at detecting bullshit, then you know how to play that hand. You see, so and this is just my take. If you feel like you're not getting a genuine person or a person that's being authentic, a woman that's being authentic,
Right.
if you feel like you're not getting an authentic woman, right? And you actually have evidence of the fact that she's not being authentic, then you can go ahead and move accordingly, man. You know what I'm saying? Be like, hey, I feel like this ain't, what I thought it was gonna be. I don't feel the camaraderie here. I don't feel the exchange of genuineness going on. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Like it's time to. You could just politely walk off. Politely just gradually just be like, hey, no hard feelings, but I ain't gonna invest too much into it because you're not interested in that. You're not interested in that representative, portion. So it's like, once you figure that part out, once you actually know that, you know what I'm saying, and they're not being genuine, it's like, okay, then you can move accordingly, man. You can go ahead and do your thing. You know what I'm saying? And which is people should do that anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be hell bent on, okay, because of the way you feel about somebody, you just hell bent on the outcome. And that's what happens a lot of times. It's like people get hell bent on the outcome that they don't understand and realize, like, okay, there's a process to get to that outcome. And if that process is not genuine, that dating process with this particular person is not genuine, then you need to step on, and move on. You know what I'm saying? Especially if that's what you require. If you require sincerity, then spending more time on just a representative of a person, it's not going to be what you want. I mean, this is when you're dating further along. You know what I'm saying? Like the first couple of phone calls, dates, whatever, you just getting to know somebody. You don't really know. You don't have any evidence of anything. You know what I'm saying? But once you get traces of evidence, you get these breadcrumbs like Hansel and Gretel, and it leads you to the crib. It's like you already know, like, this might not be what I thought it was. So I can go ahead.
Yeah, why do some women let their representative take over? Like, what is the fear? Is it, you know what I'm saying? Like, if everything that you're telling me is not really who you are, what do you fear, or what do you is? And everybody has flaws, nobody perfect, but I'm the type of dude. Don't tell me nothing. Don't tell me nothing you think I want to hear, because I'm not gonna know. That's not gonna help me know you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to find out eventually, because I'm a logical thinker. Thanks to my brothers right here on this panel, I'm more of a logical thinker. I'm more of a strategic mover. You know what I mean? So I'm going to find out anyway because of how I move. So to me, it's much more easier to come in, explain who you are outright. Not tell me everything, but explain who you are. In the conversation, just modestly, we're having a modest conversation, general conversation, and instead of,
my bad, Rob.
Oh, go ahead, busy. Go ahead.
No, my bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say, I'd rather this is general conversation. I'm not gonna find out everything about you in these little general conversations. So just give me more of an idea towards actually who you are, instead of veering left and right and up and down when who you are is right here. You know what I'm saying? It's like just kind of let it flow. I think that happens a lot when a woman likes a man more initially sometimes, because like we talked about this before too. Women already know when they want a guy. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, I think that doesn't concern us though. I think a woman, whether it's, that's just in general, whether it's a man or a woman. If a woman, okay, if a woman is giving me her representative for out of purposes of fear,
Yeah.
or if she's giving me what she think I want to hear out of panic, that has nothing to do with me.
Right.
It has everything to do with her and what and whatever she has dealt with or is dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that is, it has nothing to do with me. So,
Yeah.
however she's moving has nothing. I can't take that personal because that has nothing to do with me, right?
You're
It's
right.
only when the way a person moves, they try to involve you in their crazy little awkward movement, and it affects you. Now you have to address what's going on.
Yeah.
But when I see you not being genuine, I could just be like, okay, it's not up for me to figure out why. Because I'm telling you, I've been there, done that. Like, you know, like to talk and make sure that I understand people. Some things you don't need to understand. Some things you need to accept it for what it is, because you might be dodging the bullet. And if you dodging the bullet, you don't want to understand all that. You know what I'm saying? So I think just play it easy. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's like that, just play it easy and just make your moves according to what you think and feel. And trying to figure out why women do it, I think we need to not worry about that. Women have to be able to, work out their own personal issues. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever that is, they have to work that out amongst themselves. That has nothing to do. I'm not a psychologist. I cannot figure that part out, especially in the beginning part where you like feeling like, okay, things are not feeling as genuine as I thought it would. That's like that part right there is like, nah, I'm gonna back off. I'm gonna let you play that out. That's a personal thing. You felt like you needed to give me some other person or some other image of a person in my mind because of whatever you're thinking about men in general. That has nothing to do with me. That's your personal thing. I'm gonna
Yeah.
let baby boy handle that. You know what I'm saying?
Where you at with it, Boozy?
Yeah.
Well, you know,
It got real got
You're
real
like,
heavy.
that just hit his heart somehow. Like he's
I mean,
some people, create a portion of themselves based on, social approval sometimes, man. Like whatever is being accepted by, just wanted to be accepted by a crowd or a group of people or close people that they know. They develop this person, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes that representative be a false representative. I think men and women do that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a learning experience from maturity, you know what I'm saying, from adolescence to being an adult to define who you are as a self-character in person. Some people do not do that. They create a different person, another identity for other people to relate to. And so when you see through it, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a big fan of somebody putting a good foot forward. You should. You should put your best foot forward, your best impression, but let that be your foot though. You understand what I'm saying? Don't give me an aesthetic foot. Don't bring up something new. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? You want to be like this real super, tight knit corporate attitude type pedestalized person, but yet you like, you know what I'm saying? There's people you like stuff that people in the streets like. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, so why are you giving me that up front? You know what I'm saying? But usually people do that for social appeasement. That's basically what it is. It's validation. A lot of people like me like this, so I'm gonna be this way. And you ain't gotta do that. You can develop your own personality. You know what I'm saying? Like it just is like, people like certain clothes you in, you think that's you all of a sudden now. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, no, just create your own person. And I think when we come and start, when we start dating someone, and when people get comfortable, that's why we always say, man, let people talk. Because it's in the comfortability mode that they expose their true self. If I get comfortable with somebody, I could just let the curtain down. Like, you know what? This is how I am. This is how I feel about certain aspects. Might get a little personal. You might hear some things that's true to heart to me. You know what I'm saying? That's anybody. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, when a woman is putting her, and we just talked about what the question was, how should men respond to a woman's representative? When a man sees that he's seeing something false in their representation, you know what I mean? Like, all he did was sit back and wait. That's why I would suggest anybody do, man or woman dating, sit back and wait. You'll figure out the truth. Just chill. You know what I'm saying? They will show it eventually. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can do that wolf in sheep clothing for that long.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They probably do it for long, but not that long. You know what I mean? So when we see it, there's no reason for us to come out of our character either. So I agree with what Tay said. Just gradually bow out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm that's not for me. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we can go and list why you were fake as hell, but you know, we don't have to do all that though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just go ahead and make a move. But yeah, some people just make a whole different idea of themselves for people, and that's not fair when you trying to get personal in a relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
I mean, I think.
Oh, my bad.
Go ahead, Busy.
I got a question. Who do you think falls for the representative the most, men or women?
Oh shit.
Who falls for the representative the most? Because the representative have a connotation behind it that's like, I ain't trying to give you all of me, but I'll give you a portion, but I'm gonna give you what I think I want you to see. Who falls for that okie doke the most? Is it the man or is it the woman?
That is a really dope question. We didn't meet about that question. Like, hey, we didn't discuss that question, homie. That's a.
I'm just asking.
That's a good question. That's
a great question, man.
I was just asking, bro.
Like, that's really dope. It's like another angle to take. Damn.
Yeah, I'm just asking, like, who falls for the okie doke the most?
Let's do this. All of our viewers right now, let's ask our viewers that.
Okay.
Viewers, just put men or women. Who do you think falls for the representative the most, men or women? Just put men or women in the chat.
Yeah, and we'll no, ain't no both, Sean. We're
no,
not doing that.
Both. No.
We're asking this question. We're being specific.
We need man or woman.
Specific. I see what you're trying to do, though. I feel you. Because let's be specific. I want to be specific with that for a particular reason. Go ahead, though, Rob.
Yeah, like I honestly don't know because, and I can only go off what I experienced. I don't fall for it, and I know I never have because I'm all like I just said. I'm very keen on people, and I'm learning how to be more patient and trying to learn and maneuver. You know, just the way I move myself and what I'm looking for, and then also being patient enough. Even if I'm really into a woman, I'm patient enough to really see how they measure up with what they're telling me. So, I have seen women who fall for a guy based off. It's kind of like women going for a guy because they just see something, like they might see one or two things that they into. You know, money or looks or whatever, but then all of that flips. I see that happen with women a lot because they're just looking at one thing. You know what I'm saying? So if I had to say, I would say women fall for it more. I would say women fall for it more.
What about you, Jay?
I don't know, man. I don't have an answer to that question. If in anything, I would defend what Sean did. It did both. If I was to I just don't know. Because the reason why is because I think that anybody that puts, you know what I'm saying, their personal expectation or like physical expectation over the compatibility of a person will do that.
Mm-hmm.
Period. I don't care who it is.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that does that. That's how they end up falling for it. So that can be men or women. So I don't know which way to go with that.
Yeah. What do you think, Busy? He's smiling.
I know. Look, baseball season is over, so I know we playing this safe.
No,
the first thing we're gonna do is not talk for everybody else. We're gonna talk for ourselves. So
I'm not talking for everybody else.
You said we playing it safe. That was a we thing. That's not. I said we playing it safe. You think I played it safe on that?
Yeah, I do.
So
Yeah,
you talking about me then? Talk about yourself. What you think it is, bro? What you
Okay.
think it is? Don't worry about me. What you think
Oh,
it is?
What you think? What you think, Busy? What you think,
I'm
Busy?
worried about everybody. You can't tell
What
me
you
what to be
think?
worried about.
I'm just saying, man. You talking about we
I
playing it safe, yo?
I know. I'm just
Your
messing, man. I'm
opinion
just
is, man.
joking, dog. Hey, I'm just playing, man. Jesus Christ.
What you think, Busy?
We brothers.
Eat your own portion of cornbread. Don't worry about my cornbread.
I really don't know, man. Like I think this is a psychological thing. I don't think that has nothing to do with gender. That's just me.
Now, to be fair, I can understand that. I can understand that because sometimes what you create in your own head is what you want to have, and if someone give you a portion of that, you'll fall for it. That's
what I'm saying. Right.
Yeah, I got you. Trust me, I got you, man.
That's real. That's real. That's real.
But
you can learn it.
I'm just saying, you know.
That's real. Hey, look at Shot. Hey, look at Shot. I think Shot probably gonna be start arguing.
You said she said, "Oh, it's getting good now." Oh, when it's a little bit of tension.
Yeah, let it out, y'all. Y'all brothers don't put on for these cameras.
I'm just gonna keep it a whole buck for a second right now, because I definitely understand what Jay is saying. I know what angle he's saying to that. Because again, when you create your own build a man and build a woman in your mind, as soon as you get that representative, you're gonna eat that like it's lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But who really falls for it the most? Just according to the question I was asking, because I was just asking I'm curious. I think women eat that lunch the most.
Okay.
And I don't think it's because it's a woman's fault neither. I don't think it's a woman's fault that is like that. I think that it's been shoved down all of our throats for years to fall for that Prince Charming theme of life and this romanticized version of someone you're dating.
Yeah,
you got to eat that part. That's what I meant. That's why I was asking, because it's like, we have been programmed, and I'm talking about men and women though, real talk, because men have been programmed to spend all their time with women who don't know what they want and help them through their trauma and help them get better when we can't even get better ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how can I help? How can I remove the mote from your eye when I got a beam in mine? Right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, at the end of the day, it's like we both have been subject to that. I think that women are, especially in this day and age, I think women have fallen for that okie doke. And then you could tell a woman fell for that okie doke, because as soon as they talk to a man who is polished, who understands who he is, who has a sense of a surety in himself, when you talk to a woman that don't have that for herself, she exposes herself. She exposes herself through her humor, through her personality, through her vantage points, and what she think about certain things. You can start seeing it. You like, okay, you believe this thing that they told you to believe. You don't believe what you think about yourself. You feel what I'm saying? Because when you're talking to someone that has a level of individuality, you're not going to hear the same rhetoric like you hear out there in the streets or out there on the YouTube streets or wherever street you on. You're not going to hear that. You're going to hear an individual, and that's more engaging. Right. So it goes back to the representative question. I can't be engaged into a woman who's giving me representative vibes, because she's only giving me what she thinks that I'm programmed to receive. Instead of trying to find out who I am as an individual man, you're more concerned about what you can receive from the type of man that I am. And that's where it gets real tricky. It's like, okay, damn. Like, what do I do with this, right? And that's what we're talking about. How do I respond to something like that? Same thing go for women. women, ladies, how do you respond to a man that's just give you the representative? Because that representative that the man giving you, it comes with some money, it comes with a little bit of status, it might come with a little bit of something that might be like to your liking. But at the same time, it's not going to fulfill you, but you'll still take it anyway in hopes that something changed later. And how many times, fellas, have we, even on this panel, have had conversations with women that thought that something's going to change later when you knew Pookie and Ray Ray wasn't about their life?
Yep,
You knew Pookie wasn't about their life.
And Nook Nook wasn't about their life. Yeah, that's
nobody. It wasn't about their life, and you spent 45 minutes trying to explain to me why you fell for that. When all you had to say was, "That's just what I wanted to do." That's all. That's what you wanted to do. You chose to do that. So that's why I asked that question, just to, a little curveball a little bit, because from like you said, I agree with you, Jay. That psychological standpoint, man, it's a beast. And people think that this stuff is not deep, but it is. It's like the fact that you still holding on, because you're really holding on to something else. You're not holding on to what you're looking at in front of you. Because what you're looking at in front of you, you know it's not good for you. But you do it anyway, in hopes that it becomes good for you later on. And hoping that you think you can do something to change that for your benefit. And you cannot do that. People don't work that way. I cannot change a woman to be anything I want her to be. She has to come authentically like that. If she's not doing that, then I cannot change her. So why would I continue to chill and spend time and money and effort into a representative knowing that she will never change? She has to decide that. Not me. I can't decide that for her. She got to decide that for herself. And so what we have done is they have shoved. I'm telling you, if you really think about it, they have shoved this Disney thing in us so bad, it trickles over to everything.
And magical happy ending and all that shit.
Yeah, it's the happy ending. Oh, he has the potential, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to make sure that you ain't going to be able to change that man, baby. Sir, you're not going to be able to change that man, that woman, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't going to be able to do that. So at the end of the day, all you can do is accept people for who they are. Once you realize the truth, make your choice accordingly. That's why my first word was accordingly.
Yeah.
How do I respond? I respond accordingly. I'm not going to try to make you better than whatever you want to be. That is not up to me to do that. And there has to be a level of accountability. So if I'm going to take accountability on my end, then you got to on your end. And if you don't, then I know that you don't want to change. You just want to stay there. So we're going to let you stay there.
Yeah, and let's stop setting ourselves up for failure by presenting who we not. It's simple. Should be simple, but it's not. We say that on this show a lot. And like my brother just said, man, be yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Show me who you are, or you're gonna end up taking accountability for my reaction towards who you really show me. You know what I'm saying? That's not what he presented. Like it's all going to come around. You know what I mean? Let's be ourselves. Let's present who we really are. And don't be afraid if somebody don't match up to you. Don't be afraid if somebody is not feeling where you coming from or feeling who you are. That's on both ends. I could care less about rejection at this age because I'm comfortable with who I am. So I'm not going to show you somebody else. My brothers on this panel know me. I'm a very layered person. There's a lot of levels to who I am. But my brothers on this panel also attest it's all me. You might catch me in a different avenue. If you catch me out hosting a party, you're gonna think, oh, Rob is live. He do his thing. That's dope. That's one level. If you catch me at work teaching my kids, that's a whole different level. If you catch me chilling with my brothers, that's a whole different level. But it's all me, and I'm not afraid to show people that. You know what I'm saying? And you just gotta not be afraid to really let yourself be seen and be known and be heard if you're interested in somebody, because we at the age where we don't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? We old enough to understand it, but we young enough to still be not afraid to have somebody say, you know what, I'm cool. We can stay here on both ends.
We old enough that we need to understand it, man.
Yeah.
Stop being delusional and also stop being sold to.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That whole that phrase, I used to hear that a lot, man. He sold me a dream, like, and all that type of stuff.
Oh man, talk about it, Jay.
You know what I
Talk
mean?
about it.
I hear that a lot. You know what I'm saying? And okay, you get a pass when you're going through your 20s, man, because you don't. I mean, you don't even know yourself. I still say that. You know what I'm saying? You have relationships young. Sometimes people have heavy relationships or light relationships young. You know what I'm saying? I don't even count those because you still learning yourself, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's that. It was either that puppy love or like what Tay talked about, man. Somebody sold you a representative that, you know what I'm saying, that attached to your preference of what you wanted. You just ran with it. Didn't care about the rest of it and how it ended up. You was just running with that concept in your head.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when you mature, if you claim that you mature though, you shouldn't be sold anything else. You should stop being delusional.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't you got to come out of your preference box and start looking into that compatibility box. You know what I'm saying? Like, start looking at what fits you rather than what you want to fit yourself in.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I definitely feel that.
No doubt. Great conversation, my brothers. Great one. Great one. That was dope. Good content. Hey, thank you. Hey, to our viewers, thank you for that curveball. We didn't plan on having y'all chime in so quickly because you know how we do. But Tay threw a fucking awesome question. I didn't know. I didn't know where to go. I couldn't answer it, so I put it on our viewers. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mean to put y'all to work too soon. Yeah. Thank y'all so much, man. Great conversation. We're gonna move on to topic number. We're gonna move on to topic number 2. All right. Ladies, I think y'all about to like this one because what me and my brothers are about to do, we're about to take a little bit of accountability. So to our to all of our female viewers, I think you're going to enjoy hearing this conversation. The second topic of the while my trip, we knew this was the topic all week. Now I'm like, God damn.
I don't know why you tripping, bro. Hey, I think I kind of know why. I think I kind of know. I think I know why you are, but I'm just gonna let it.
Like I don't want to say it.
Enjoying the show. I'm enjoying the show, man. Real
I
talk.
don't even want to. Like I know we have to. Okay, here we go. All right, second topic of the evening, fellas. Accountability. Accountability, fellas. What role did you play in your failed relationship? What role did you play in your failed relationship? Woo! Wow, the ladies, none of the ladies gonna respond to this. Gonna wait to hear what we all say. ain't nobody gonna respond to this one. Who want to start this one?
You.
Goddamn. Okay.
He pulled a big brother move. He pulled a big brother move and said, "You, Nero, so quiet."
I'm not that quiet. All right. I'll jump in the hot seat first on this one. All right, I will say, my brothers here know what my last serious relationship was, so they know the time frame and they know everything about that. During that time, before I got with her, I was, and this isn't an excuse. This is kind of leading up to where I fell off. I was going through a lot just personally, just up and down with jobs and everything like that. I was going through a lot. So when I started dating her, or once we started building a vibe, it was almost like I felt it was like a bright spot in the midst of everything I was going through. You know what I mean? Everything was cool. We was vibing, we was talking, we hang out, and we just build a connection. About maybe 3 months after we kind of really, started kicking it, we decided to get into a relationship. So in that relationship, I think what happened with me was I kind of let everything I was going through prevent me from putting in the work I should have put into my relationship. I wasn't, I'm kind of thinking everything is going to kind of still just gradually still progress how we were doing when we were dating. And then once we got into the relationship, I think I just expected to keep moving. Now, I also thought, okay, she knows what I'm going through. She knows I got a lot going on. She knows I'm trying to focus on just building myself, just getting myself back to where I want to be, that she would kind of understand. I kind of took that thought for granted, and it made me kind of not do the things I was doing when we were dating. Not saying that I was just terrible, but once we did have a conversation about it, she brought things to my attention that I wasn't aware of because where I was at in my head. So what happened was I just kind of stopped putting in the work I needed to put in. We still spend time together, we still did things, but it wasn't to the extent that you would expect when you're with somebody. Now we both had situations that we couldn't see each other all the time, whether it be work, whatever the case is, kids, whatever the case was. But I know when I had the opportunity, and one thing I also didn't really understand was her love language. I didn't figure that out till later, too late. You know what I mean? And I wasn't keen to it. But once I got keen to it, I stepped that up. But sometimes time, women can be impatient. Women get fed up quick, especially if they care about you and they want you to give them what they need and what they deserve and they just really want it from you because they care about you. And I just I wasn't consistent enough in doing my part as far as knowing her love language. The time that she wanted to spend. I wasn't. It kind of from us dating. Now I could think about it, consciously now and no emotion in it. But dating to us getting into a relationship, it did tail off. Even though I know I stepped up once we had a conversation and once I really dove into what I was doing and sat myself down and thought about it, I stepped it up. But I think by the time I stepped it up, it just kind of weighed on her and it just kind of deteriorated. So I just didn't play my part as far as giving her what she was looking for from me as far as our relationship, spending time, just loving her and her love language consistently. So things like that. That's where I messed up.
Yeah. Right on. Well, I can go. And no disrespect, but I ain't about to say all that. But I fell for it. That's what I'm gonna start with. You know what I'm saying? I fell for it. I fell for the representative. You know what I mean? I was 20, in my young 20s, and I just, seen this persona that I thought I wanted, and she attached to it, just like the last question, man. She attached right to it, and I ran with it. And I ran with it so much that I tried to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to make what wasn't necessarily there be there and then work. Like it was total imagination from that point on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There was no compatibility there. I was making a relationship in my head fit what I thought was in front of me. That's basically what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, and of course, and I was really riding off of physical preference back then too. Just being young, like I said, I just still learning. You know what I mean? So I was riding off of that, and so I was still stunned by that. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically what it was. I just fell for that okie doke, man. And then not knowing myself either. Not knowing my self-worth at that time. I kind of threw everything under the rug for a minute and tried to fix again this presentation that I thought I had in front of me. I tried to fix that, you know what I'm saying? And some of the things was coming my way that I know I shouldn't have. Like I had so many red flags, man. I could have built a U.S. embassy. You know what I mean? I just kept keeping
them poles that be in the front. Them poles that be in the front.
I could have hosted a UN meeting, dog. Like I had so many flags, dog, that I just tucked and ran with that I should have just let alone in the beginning. So that's pretty much what it was. I fell for that. You know what I'm saying? And since I was so like young, I was less mature. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I was immature, but I was less mature than what I am now. I put my emotions on it, and it killed me. You know what I'm saying? Like it was bad. Like even though it wasn't even that. Like even though she showed me a representative, and then she showed me her real self afterwards. I still wanted to make her the representative, and I put my emotions on that, which was retarded. Once I think about it, it took me a moment to think about that. It was crazy, but I was just young. I was just into my own thing. But it had an emotional counterpart to it, man. I was really messed up, and that's why I'm a firm believer of anybody that take the time to be with themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You have to take time to be with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like all you're gonna do is keep substituting.
Yeah.
All you're gonna do is keep adding to the same. You know what I mean? You're never gonna wash the plate. You're just gonna keep putting new stuff on it. You need to go ahead and check yourself. You know what I mean? Like, and so I took years to check myself. Now, being more mature and having a better outlook, it's still staying me. Trust me, I still get a twitch every time I think about it. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't fall for that okie doke no more. That's why I became the analytical person that I am. I look at and watch everything.
Yeah, you're never gonna be happy. Yeah, you're never gonna be happy in a relationship if you're not happy with yourself, which is going to go into you not being happy with her, and then all that on top of just you, just going through whatever you're going through, man. That's a heavy weight, man. That's a heavy weight. Where you at, Busy?
I'm right here.
Answer the question.
Crash.
Burn. Right? No.
Crash.
Bro, crash and burn, bro. Y'all know me, man. You know my marriage. Like, y'all know I was married. You know what I'm saying? I've been divorced since 2015, right? I was married and got into another situation that I shouldn't have got into after my divorce, years after. But the thing is this, man, is that I realized this, man. It's like I was sold into the Prince Charming Disney fantasy. This is the reason why I'm an advocate against it. Because I was like, man, I'm in love. Like love is gonna conquer all. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking about the romanticized version of it. I didn't have a full understanding of love in the way that I know now as a grown man. So it's like I'm like with Jay, like I have had those situations where in my previous marriage, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do the best I can to satisfy her, right? And not realizing that I was doing it I didn't realize that I was doing that in a way that wasn't authentically me. It was what I thought she would want. And so there was a portion of time where it's like, okay, I'm going to try to really figure this out. And I couldn't because it wasn't meant for me to figure out. And I didn't realize that either. So I felt like I was doing the right thing. I felt like this is what I'm supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And, but it wasn't, and I didn't realize that until later on. But I could have been a little bit more, I could have been a little bit more open and not overly assertive. I could have been a little bit more open, right? I'm saying at the time, right? I could have because it was because there was a point where I was listening, but I wasn't listening. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, okay. And then and what I did was I took all of that and I put it all on me. And I was like, okay, this is my responsibility. This is it's on me. This is the reason why this is the reason why I'm getting divorced now in 2015. I was approaching 32, 33 years old, whatever, 32 years old. 33. I'm like, I'm trying to, I'm literally like out here trying to figure myself out.
Mhm.
And I was so engulfed in pleasing her that to the point where I completely disregarded myself. So I never required anything. I never like demanded anything. None of that. I'm like, I just want to make sure she's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like that, and that's what I thought I was supposed to do.
Mhm.
Right.
And that was the thing that was like, okay, that's on me. You know what I'm saying? I should have been a little bit more attentive to myself and I wasn't. And I was like, man, I thought I did everything I could. But when I had those conversations, like, yo, this going on, that going on, like, look, like I'm doing this, I'm doing that. You said this is the issue. I'm trying to fulfill your issue. Then now what? It was always something else. It was always something else. I'm like, what else could it be then? Okay, you said, we talked about everything. What else? No stone was left unturned. You understands me? What else is it? When I realized like it had nothing to do with me,
Mhm.
but I put it on me because I'm the man. I'm supposed to carry this cross for the both of us because I love her.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why when people celebrate that type of love, I get disgusted by it
Yeah.
because that ain't love.
Yeah.
You don't let somebody you love. You don't let them carry a cross that y'all both are supposed to carry together. Because it can't just be one way. And I was sold on it, like, yo, man, this is on me, right? And so it was like I didn't do my due diligence in me, right? And I realized that afterwards. I'm like, yo, I really did not do that. And that's why that's why I gotta definitely shout out Jay right now with this, you know what I'm saying? And you, Rob, because we were doing what we thought we were supposed to do, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And
Right.
and we took it on the chin. We took it on the chin. You don't never hear me bashing my ex-wife ever.
Right. None of us
Never.
back. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'll never bash my ex-wife. And I'm telling you, like after I got divorced, I'm telling you, after I got divorced, man, it was people that was hitting me up, like my personal people that knew me, like they was hitting me up, like what happened, blah blah blah, whatever. I never said nothing to throw my ex-wife under the bus ever. I will go to my grave knowing that I never did that ever.
Mhm.
I don't know who talked to her. I don't even care who talked to her. But when anybody talked to me, I never threw her under the bus. And that is something that I know that I'm content and satisfied with that portion of me, is because it's like, okay, I know how to let go. And see, some people
Right.
don't know how to let go. It's a process to do it, especially when you've been married. You know what I'm saying? It's a process to it. But once you realize that once you go through that process and you realize that you can be at peace with your flaws, man, you can move on. It's only when you're not at peace with your flaws when you keep fighting for something that ain't got no business being fought for.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's where people get failed relationships from. Just because you broke up with somebody don't mean the relationship failed.
Right.
It doesn't mean
That
that.
is true.
It's
That's
failed.
true.
It's only failed when you can't accept the fact that it just wasn't meant to be. And if it ain't meant to be, stop trying to put these circles in these squares, people. It ain't gonna fit. You feel me? It ain't gonna fit. And so I had to realize that for myself. I had to take some time alone.
Yeah.
And for myself, I'm gonna be honest. When I got divorced out the gate, I'm on rampage. You know, listen to me.
You know who you're
Man,
talking to? We
I ain't
know.
gonna be disingenuous. I'm gonna be real. Listen, when I came out
Get
that
me up
gate,
many a night, man.
listen. When I came out
Yeah,
that gate,
bro.
woo,
Monster.
y'all wouldn't like y'all wouldn't like that Tay. That Tay was a different Tay. You okay? Okay.
Monster.
So
Woo! It was not too pretty. Okay. But I had to be accountable and be like, you know what? Let me be my genuine self. Let me stop. Let me just stop. And even through all of that, like I learned a lot. Like I learned a lot about the dynamics of things. I learned a lot about myself. And it's like I learned, like, yo, I need to speak up and be like, hey, this is what I think. This is what I need. You know, I didn't do that. You know, so I didn't do those things. I didn't vet my own self with what I wanted, let alone
Right.
vet it. Because I'm telling you, when I had married my ex-wife, I was just in love, bro. And I mean, in love, dog. In love, and I mean, I was in love, and I was just white picket. It was romantic, beautiful. Everything
Yeah.
about it was just in my mind too, because again, I was on that tip. And then it's like once I was able to like grow, and go through things and see certain things, it's like, man, I did not know that I was so programmed like that, man. I was like, I was disappointed in myself.
Mhm.
And I'm like, man, I think I put that's what I was like. I was like, man, I put my deprogramming on her, I think. Because she wasn't, I don't like my individuality kind of like was kind of skewed because I'm like, man, I ain't really, I was giving it to I thought making you happy was making everything happy. And that's all I had cared about. I was zero focus on that. And I'm like, you know what?
Same way. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Once I realized that, I was like, okay, now I know. Now I know, like, you know what? Hey, I can have a balance to this that's not necessarily unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? I can genuinely have a balance without hurting somebody's feelings or whatever. It's just all about how you communicate. And that's where that communication skill level and all that kind of, that's where it kind of like started. It's like, okay, now I know what to do and I know how to think and feel for me to where I can relate that to someone else that I'm interested in so they can get the full spectrum. Because I want nothing hidden. I'm not delusional. I want to make sure that I'm straight. And that's what you got to do sometimes, man. You got to just chill out.
Bro, yeah, I'm glad you just said that, Tay, because I was gonna have a follow-up question. You pretty much answered it. Jay kind of answered it too, but I want y'all to give me like just a broad definition.
Sure.
When you've decided to take, like when we all three of us, when we just sat ourselves down and took accountability, what realization did you come to about yourself and about your relationship with women?
Mm-hmm.
So like,
yeah,
like
my bad.
No, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. My realization was the fact that, like I just said, like I didn't, I'm like Jay, like I ain't know what I was doing. I just know how I felt, man. I know that the feeling that I had was genuine, and the feeling that I had was different. It was something I never experienced before. Because anybody who know me before I had got married, trust me, it was different. I was on a whole different tip. And then when that happened, it was like, oh man, I was just feelings driven for that moment of time. And so I know what that's like. And I realized the genuine part of me is really not like that. I'm way more logical than I am feelings driven. And I did not, I think because I feel like my logic and my practicality is valuable. I did not see the value in that at that time. I didn't see no value in that part of me because it did not make her happy. So I didn't see it in myself. And I'm being fully transparent right now. Okay. So once I realized that the way God made me from the beginning was good enough,
yes,
I was straight.
Yes.
I went to sleep with peace in my mind and my spirit. I was straight. Because sometimes you got to get your spirit right. Okay. The reason why a lot of people is unhappy because the spirit
ain't right.
They got to get the spirit right.
What about you, Jay?
Yeah, it's kind of along the same thing as say, man, I felt my self-worth. I just found it. You know what I'm saying? I found my that I need to be accepted the way I am.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I need to be, have some type of respect for the person and what I, what I'm saying, my outlook and desire. Because especially if you self check, I run my, ever since that happened, I run a self check on myself all the time. People that know me know this. You know what I'm saying? Like just to make sure that I'm thinking correctly. You know what I mean? And so when I talk and give ideas, or or share my conversation, I want to kind of be on the you know what I'm saying, a good way of positivity, and somebody can take it and run with it. So all of that, I was doubting that, you know what I'm saying, like Tay was talking about, you know what I'm saying, knowing that how he was built. You know what I'm saying? Like I put that all under the rug for her satisfaction. That's basically what Tay said. You know what I'm saying? I did all of that, you know what I'm saying? But now, I see my self worth though. I see now that, what I mean, I deserve something as well. Even if we're doing a partnership, I still reserve my part of it. My part of the satisfaction, my part of the enjoyment. You know what I mean? You can do stuff for me too. Why can't you pick up the other end of the couch that we both supposed to move?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm struggling through the door with it. That's how my old relationship was.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now it's like I know my self worth now. Now I'm like, you need. That's why, sometimes I don't even get mad at people that come into my life and then we're not compatible. I'll let them know why. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got things you need to work on because I've been there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all it is. There's no disrespect to you. Right. It is what it is. Like, that's why I like this question here, or this tale, because accountability, man, is in everything, man. There is some point of accountability in every chapter of relationship with the opposite. If you're just talking about opposite sex right now, it's accountability in all of it. The person that fails to see their own accountability will never be happy in life. To me, they just won't, man. If you got to point your finger at everything and say it's everybody else's problem all the time, then you yourself is the problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. That you're the problem. Because on your perfect world, nothing's going wrong. And your sun set and rise, everything is perfect. Everything works perfectly right.
Mm-hmm.
That's not, you know what I'm saying? And so that's why you remember the other podcast we had, man, we talk about that good guy, that good woman come around, and they come around you and they don't like you.
Yeah.
You like, dang. It's like, what is it? It got to be something about them. Nah, man. Accountability, man. You got to take account. You know what I mean? Even though I have a lot of things and a lot of words that I don't choose to use right now, you know what I'm saying, about this last relationship I've been in, I know for one thing, though, since I was in it, I have to take some type of accountability for it.
Yes.
I was there.
Because you're in it.
Okay, so if this dude been an asshole to you this whole time, according to women, then why was you with him?
Yeah.
Oh. You go on the first, second, third day with me and tell me how much of an asshole he was, but you was there. So it's accountability in everything, man. That's why you can't have a bad. I can't explain that relationship bad. You know what I'm saying? I can talk about a lot of stuff about her I ain't like, but I'm not gonna call the relationship horrible because I was there, and there was some things I needed to learn from that, man. And there was some things I didn't right either.
I wouldn't even necessarily call it failed either.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean? So, but it's like, man, once your eyes are open, man, I'm telling you, a person that operates in an open eye, they operate in a place that a lot of people won't be able to dwell because they're stuck on the ideology of what the love that they want for themselves is and should be. And it's not going to be the way you want it to be. Because when it boils down to it, man, it's all about, man, can I ride with you for a lifetime? Right? Yeah. Can I ride with you for a lifetime? And can I do it in a place where I'm satisfied, I'm happy, and I know that you are happy with me as well. Right. It's amazing how I ain't trying to go too deep. But it's amazing to me because the way we are styled, the way we are fashioned as just human beings, everything about us screams relationship. Even the thing that you love the most, Jay, you love video games, you love consoles. There's a relationship you got there. Relationship equates to history. Rollo, you love people, entertaining, being there for everybody, making sure that you're available, making sure like, yo, when the party come through, I'm your guy. If you need me, I'm your guy. Your reliability. You have reliability. Your reliability means everything to you.
Mm-hmm.
There's a relationship between you and that. And when you have that, bruh, you spill that over everything in your life. And when it's healthy and when it's on point, everybody eat it up. They eat it up. You know why? Because they want the same thing. Some people want what they cannot produce. It doesn't mean they don't deserve it. It just means that they don't have the ability to produce it. And that's okay. If someone can produce that for you and you can appreciate it, that person will be loyal to you. They will be committed to you. They will do all of that. But as soon as you don't appreciate the very value of a person, that's where that person shows their distance. And it's and you cannot act like you don't know why. You gotta know why. Because you just showed me that you don't appreciate the very thing that I value the most. And Jay, with you in video games, it's all about your time. It ain't got nothing to do with games and gaming.
Yeah.
It has everything to do with the fact that this is my time.
Yeah.
And I want this for me. I do all kind of stuff. I work. I take care of my business. All that. I do everything every day, all day. I just want this time for myself. And if you intrude on my time and you violate my time with your entitlement, then we ain't got no more time to talk.
That's right.
We ain't got no more time to talk. That's what I'm talking about. The thing that you value the most, if you value that thing and it has a meaning to it and it means something to not just yourself but to others as well, if that person respect that, that's a person you can rock with.
Yeah.
But when they don't respect it, you might not be able to trust them.
That's real.
It's like, yo, you gonna just impose on mine, huh? Skip the fact, skip how my day was. You didn't even ask me how my day was. All you care about is you. All you care about is what you think. It's like, yo, dang, for real? You know? And so that's the thing. When you find somebody that can respect your time, I'm talking about your me time, without them feeling jealous, without them feeling insecure, without them feeling like they gotta go into your phone and figure out what you're doing and all that dumb stuff. If you can just find a secure person and you're a secure person too, that is a good, healthy match. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. That's my
Absolutely. Dope insight. And just to answer my own question, what I learned is first, and this is just my situation, never get into a relationship if you're not ready. But that's simple. If you don't have the mental capacity and the energy to put forth the effort that it takes to keep a relationship going, don't do it. That's what I learned first. That's what I learned first. Second thing I learned was and I didn't mention this while I was talking about my situation because we were talking about accountability of ourselves. You know, by me taking accountability for myself, don't mean I was 100% happy either. I wasn't getting everything I wanted either. But so when I was out of that relationship, I had to do some self-reflection on my self-worth. Like I deserve the things that I appreciate also. You know, I'm going to put forth all the energy that I need to put forth from this point on because I understand where I fell off. But if I'm not happy either, I gotta take that into consideration. I gotta bring that up. I gotta let her know this is an issue right here. And I didn't do that in my last relationship because I was so busy trying to make it work. So that's what I learned from it. You know, make each other happy. I don't believe in this happy wife, happy life stuff. No, we both got to be happy. I don't believe in that. I just
Happy,
don't believe.
happy
I just
spouse,
don't.
happy
I just don't
house.
100% believe in that because
Yeah,
how
happy
what
spouse,
it's
happy
we're
house.
together. It's a and I learned with another thing I learned too. If I'm gonna be with a woman, you gotta be my friend. Like we have to be friends.
Yeah.
A friendship, your friendship develops the foundation for your relationship. So when you have a friendship, like me and my brothers up here, everybody, we everything on this show, yeah, we be cool, we be vibing. We us three get into it all the time. We are three different men who have different views of certain things, and we get into it a lot. But one thing about us, we're able to talk and get each other's understanding because these are my brothers. So if I'm not friends with my girl, if we can't be friends and we just two people trying to make a relationship work, I can't do it. I'm not with it. I'm not with it.
That's real.
I'm not with it. Appreciate it, man. Great conversation, y'all. Great conversation. Thank you to everybody that's tuning in and chimed in on this. I told y'all this. You know what I mean? And we appreciate y'all, man. We appreciate y'all. That was something that I felt was important to talk about, and I'm just glad me and my brothers have just progressed, man. Just from situations. Situations is life's greatest teachers to me. Like just life experiences and situations are our greatest teachers, and that's where we take it. Man, thank y'all again so much to everybody that's viewing, man. We love and appreciate y'all. If you're watching us on Facebook or on our individual pages, we love wherever you're watching us. But if you wouldn't mind maybe sliding over to YouTube and catch us, we appreciate that. But wherever you're watching us, we love y'all, man. We appreciate it. Y'all ready?
Sir.
Yeah.
What time is it, fellas? Y'all already know. It's time for the week. It's time for the feature topic of the week. Let's get it. And so we gonna
David Copperfield.
That's what it look like.
Look out, David Copperfield.
We're gonna lighten the mood a little bit with this one, man. The last topic was kind of deep, and we went in, but this one is a little. This one should spark some interaction with us and our viewers, man. Feature topic of the week, man, is matchmaking, fellas, a successful process?
Hell no. I'm just kidding. Thank you for coming out, everybody. God bless you. Good night.
Have a good night. Have a good night. That's it. We done.
That's it. Show is over.
No,
show is over. It don't work. Bye. No, I'm playing.
Right.
So what y'all think? Is matchmaking a successful process, fellas?
No. Go ahead, bro.
Is matchmaking a successful process, fellas?
Is matchmaking a successful process?
Okay, I'll start. JR, hell no. I'm gonna say this, and I can only go off what I've experienced. I've had some pretty decent experience when people have tried to match me up with someone. It hasn't happened in a long time where like hey bro, I got this girl for you, come meet her and all that. But I want to say like my mid 20s, I had a couple instances where a couple of my boys they tried to match me up with somebody, just randomly. They might have been out and it might have been him, his girl, and somebody else. Say, bro, why don't you roll up here with me, kick it? My girl got a friend and she cool. You know what I mean? And it's kind of it wasn't a matchmaking thing, but like he might have mentioned me to her, whatever the case is, and I might have rolled up and rolled through. And I think the environment, just a kind of relaxed environment, helped. But as far as somebody really, really pressing to get me with someone that they know and trying to think we compatible, I might have had one or two good experiences. I don't really lean on that. It doesn't happen a lot. But I think it can be cool if your boy really know who you are. Because I'm gonna be honest, when I'm out and I'm kicking, I'm always looking out for my boys. I'm always thinking, if I'm kicking it with a female, she has some friends. I gotta be honest. I always have my eyes open. Like, oh, she cool. Jay might like her. Oh, she dope. She insightful. Tay might like her. So I always have my eyes and ears open. But I think in today's society is better to really just have your own first impression. you know what I'm saying, and not getting matched up. But I haven't had too many bad experiences. Like I said, it happened mostly in my mid-20s when like some of my boys in college and stuff might have been trying to match me up. But I think it can. Now about successful, are we talking about like it ends in a relationship and all of that? Or are we just talking about how like the first couple interactions, or y'all might kick it for a while? Are we talking about that as far as success?
You can talk about either one.
Either one, yeah. So I've had some successful experiences with it. Yeah.
What made it successful?
Well, the fact that I didn't want to leave made it successful. But the main the fact when I met her, I didn't want to leave. I think that's a success. That's what I don't know.
I be stirring up trouble, man. I'm sorry. I just be on some trouble shit. I'm sorry. Hey man.
Hey, I mean, the fact
Rob,
that
hey Rob, what made it successful, man?
The fact that I didn't want to leave as soon as I
the fact that you didn't want to leave her presence.
Yeah. That's really all I can measure it on. And I'm cool, like I'm cool. Like, I'm gonna always make the best of the situation.
I can tell y'all some bullshit. No chasing, man. No chasing. I ain't even using one.
I'm always gonna make the best of a situation, even if I feel I might not be compatible with the person I'm being matched up with. I'm gonna make it cool. But I've had some situations where I ended up talking to her after we the initial meeting and all of that. So I've had some successful experiences, man. What about you, Jay? You said no. Go ahead.
All right. No, I didn't really. Because I don't think if people looking at it as matchmaking to self process to having a relationship, then no, I don't think that's. I'm just going back to what I said. No, I don't think it's that. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with matchmaking in themselves. The only way that works to me is if you have to know. I mean, know that person. Like I said, for the friend thing is thrown around a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's thrown around very, very loosely, very easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody is friends in 2022 for some odd reason. But, you know what I'm saying? But it's the loose things. But you really got to know the person that you're trying to hook up. You know what I'm saying? For it to have some type of sustainability to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you, Rob. We know each other for a long time. So I know I know your preferences. I know what you like. Also, you know what I'm saying? I know that type of thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
If I didn't know that, then all I'll be doing is hooking you up with somebody that will be good for me, but I'm not available.
Facts. Okay.
You understand? And I think you do this a lot, man.
Keep it a whole beam. Thank you. Just
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I appreciate you, bro.
I think
I'm not available.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Thanks for clearing that up, bro. I'm gonna keep my ears peeled to your ass, nigga. Because I wasn't 100%.
Yeah.
I wasn't 100%.
You know what I'm saying? Because I can't date this person, then I'm gonna let my friend talk to him.
I wasn't 100% aware of that. But yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, people do that shit. People do it, dog. They do that shit, man. And I think, to me, that's men do that on a hookup thing, but women do that on a relationship tip. I don't understand that.
Thank you, Jay. You keep it in the beam, bro. I love you, bro.
I don't understand
Jay,
that.
I love you, girl. Jay, I love you, dog. You my nut. You my nut.
I'm just saying, man.
Dog.
I've been peeping this. Like, I got somebody for you. Like, especially they amped about it. That means you weren't available. You know what I'm saying? But, or it was something about that person that you just it wasn't your preference though. And you'd be like, all right, I'm just going to go ahead and slide this over to my friend and see how it happens with them two. It's kind of, I mean, that's just, you know what I mean? That's disingenuous to me. You know what I mean? So the only way I say matchmaking will work is if you have to know that person and you're doing it for that person. Don't do it for yourself, or don't do it because you met somebody that, you know what I'm saying, that should be with somebody, and you trying to fit them in your inventory of your friends. Like, that's not matchmaking to me. You got to know your inventory, man. That's your people.
Yeah, you should always.
I gotta know my mans if I'm gonna hook up my mans.
Yeah, you should always be genuine with it. Yeah, you should always be.
You know what I mean?
You should always be genuine with it. And
but some people don't be, dog. Yeah. Like some people don't be. Some people just do it because, like I said, because they're not available. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Want to live their life through your journey with that person. You know, I just want to see how it goes because this person is cool, and I have a good friend, so I can't date them. So I'm gonna go ahead and I just want to see it, and then they want updates. You know what I'm saying? You ever got hooked up and they wanted an update like every week?
That's trash. Like they always asking,
like because they interested, like they you know they living their life, delivering that scene through you.
You got to keep your eyes open for that. Yeah, that's weird. Man, that's weird. That's weird. Why would you get? We too old for that. Like, we adults out here don't do that.
Yeah.
Busy, are you ready to talk? Or you just gonna keep?
Keep what?
I appreciate it, bro.
You just gonna keep wilding out because of what I said.
Yo, I'm rocking with Jay on this.
Yeah, it's real. It's real.
Hey, we know what's going on. Y'all better not act like we don't know what's going on. We know exactly what's going on.
Evil Joker smile, dog.
Yo, is matchmaking successful? Is it a successful process? Sometimes. when you get the result you want, based on whatever result you want, ladies and gentlemen, I'm speaking to everyone today. It's just a matter of what outcome you want. If you get the outcome you want, it was successful. It was successful. It was successful. It was successful. Okay. If you got the result you wanted, that was a successful. Okay.
It was a one business.
See, we can play this. Listen, I ain't about to sugarcoat none of this. Listen, we are too grown to act like we don't know what matchmaking is really for.
Okay.
What is it for, man? To find someone their lifelong partner? Stop it.
Nah,
get out my face with that malarkey. You know that's not. You know, and women do this too. You know, ladies, you know, if you see a man that you are attracted to, you want your girl to get to him because you would get to him if you didn't have that nigga you was with already. I don't want in the chat if I just told the truth. Let's not act like we taking accountability today.
People do that, man.
If you listen, if I look at a woman and think about you, dog, it's already because I got another woman. That I can't do that to my woman. Because I love my woman. I'm loyal to my woman. I'm gonna give her all that. But let me tell you something. If I see a lady that I would hook up with, Nick, you already know. I'm like, yo, Jay, Rollo, look,
right.
It's right here, Bubba. That's because I would.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we know what's up, man.
Yeah.
We know exactly what's up.
Yeah.
We know exactly what's up. Hey, yo, hey, people in the chat, please report this chat right now.
Please report this. Please report that.
Please report that chat for us real quick, man.
Thank you so much.
Get them out of here. That's all I'm saying. Let's cut the cap. Let's cut the cap. You are not. Listen to me. You're not that great. You're not that good. You know. Hey, I appreciate Barrick's example of the two couples he did. Hey, yo, kudos to you, baby. Hey, you hooked them up, right? But let me tell you something. For the most part, that ain't what that for, and we all know it. We all know it. We know that, hey, girl, this man that walked in here, I'm telling you, you need to hook up with him. The only reason why that woman called you and said you need to hook up with him is because she would hook up with him if she wasn't with Tyrone right now.
Yeah.
If Tyrone didn't exist and she was by herself, she wouldn't call you about that knuckle because she want that we are not gaslighting ourselves today, okay? We are not doing this. We are not doing
Kobe Bean.
We are keeping the whole bean. The matchmakings is only successful when you get the outcome you want. And whatever outcome you get, whatever outcome those people get, is because they wanted that outcome. It ain't got nothing to do with you. It got nothing to do with the fact that you was a great hookup partner or a great matchmaking person. No. It has everything to do with the fact that they wanted a certain outcome. And whatever they wanted is what they got. But we know the initiative of that is, girl, I would marry that nigga. I would that nigga. You know, we know that's what that is. Stop playing with me like
Hey, that's a dope angle both of y'all taking, man. That's dope. I want to ask our viewers: have you ever had a successful matchmaking situation? Just put a 1 in the chat if you had a successful one. Anybody?
Well, Berica said she had 2 couples that she paired up, and
I'm talking about yourself personally, like before, if ever in your life,
Oh, somebody matchmake them.
Our viewers. Like if you were trying to be, if you were the person trying to get matched up, if you had a successful one, put a 1 in the chat. And that's a really dope angle y'all took at it, with it. You know what I'm saying? I was answering in the general aspect, but that was a really dope angle y'all took. Oh, Berger said, okay. So we got a 1. All right. Yeah, man, it's a jump ball that's going up. You don't know where it's gonna land. I'm always open to it because especially now, like if my brothers on this panel right now if they thought they had a young lady that might be thought that we were, thought that I might have a good vibe with, I would definitely trust it. And I would hope that they didn't want her, but I would still trust. I would still trust their.
Just saying, bro.
I would still trust their thought of me and that young lady to maybe get something going. So I'm always open to being matched up. You know what I'm saying? I don't never throw nothing underneath the rug and think it's not going to work because of a bad experience, but you do have to be aware. My brother, y'all made some really good point with that one, man. That was dope. So like I said, to me, success is, and that made sense with what Tay. Success is, whatever you wanted out of it. And like I said, I just hope I didn't want to leave when it happened. But as long as it's already awkward being matched up, right? To a certain extent. So as long as when I meet you, the awkwardness doesn't stick, I can try to be patient enough to figure it out. Because I appreciate the effort of whoever trying to match us up, rather it be intentional or not, but I appreciate the effort.
Yeah.
What was you about to say, bro?
I think people just need to mind their business and let people do their own thing when it comes to that. Because I'm telling you, man, matchmaking is successful on on an exception to the rule level, but generally speaking, your friends that can't hook you up with what you really want, what you really want, unless
y'all want to hook me up. Y'all want to hook me up.
No. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that
stupid,
I can hook you up based on what it is that you actually want, and you gotta tell me what you want, and don't gaslight me. I will give you what you want.
Yes.
But if you mess it up, no más, papi. I don't know anything. No, papi. I don't know anything. Okay, I just give it to work. I just do my thing. I don't know anything. Okay, right. That's what I'm saying. But if you are trying to have a long-term relationship with somebody, like you try to get married, listen, man, you better do that on your. Listen, because I don't know what place you at individually. I can't just be like, oh yeah, this is a person that's like great for you, and I can't do that. I gotta know for sure that's what you really want. Because if you don't really want that, especially if I know you and I know that you move a certain way that's letting me know that you really don't want that, I'm not about to give you that. I ain't about to give you that long-term chick. Like, no, I'm gonna give you what you actually looking for right now. Because I'm not about to play with it. That's all I'm saying.
That's real. That's
Yeah.
real.
I think I would be doing my brother. I think I'd be doing my brother a better service if I did it that way, opposed to like forcing you to be with somebody that you don't really want to be with. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
And it's ultimately my decision if I even want to, take what you try to, take the match, like meet up or whatever. It's my decision. So yeah,
right.
no matter how much I trust your decision making on who you think I might be compatible with, it's still up to you. Go ahead, Jay.
No, I was just saying, I believe, man, the matchmaking process, man, starts from y'all meet.
Yeah.
The rest of that is on you. Like, I mean, if whatever, like,
exactly.
I see old girl said that they stayed together and became married or whatever, however, it was a long-term relationship that came out of her matchmaking twice. I mean, I don't, that matchmaking process stopped when they met. Like, they took it that far. Like, that wasn't, you know what I'm saying? You didn't look that deep. I don't feel that I can look that deep into a person and see the long-term compatibility of my boy and them. I don't believe that. I believe that I think that they might be compatible on some type of front. And I think it could be, and then I'll go ahead and just let them meet each other. But once that happens, I'll stop. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no progress report. I don't need none of that. I don't need none of that because y'all two adults at the end of the day. Y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do at the end of that time. Like, that's just it. So I think if matchmaking was successful, they linked. If they linked, that's it. What they did after that, who cares?
Who cares?
That's on to them. Like, that's on them after that, man.
Accountability. It's all through the show today. Yeah, it's up to you after that. Like,
I
did my job. I did my job by getting you here and having y'all meet. You know what I mean? Let's not get the word match like they're together. It's just two people who we feel might be some, you know what I'm saying, might be compatible, and you want to give them a shot. They weren't able to take the shot. You giving them a shot.
And that's also on my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So that was on the matchmaker's opinion. Like, it was just my opinion. I think that would have worked.
That's it.
So if they were open to meet each other, that's it. I can't take no credit for the rest of it.
Yeah.
It's just like when you go online and they give you a list of people that you might be compatible with and they match make you. It's up to you to figure out which match
here we go.
make worthy. All I'm saying.
Like that said. I like that said. I like that said.
We're going to table that for another show.
Hey, I like how you did that, Busy. Hey, my brothers. Hey, that was a really dope angle y'all took. Very good insight on that. We dug a little bit deeper than I thought, but that was dope. To everybody viewing the live show, man. And if you don't catch us now, you know what it is. You're going to catch us later. It is time for our Q&A portion of the show, man. This is where y'all can go ahead and hop on in and fire with us. Anything that we talked about today, if you got a comment on, an opinion, you want to go ahead and click the link and go ahead and hop on this panel with us, man. While we do that, we just want to take this time again to say thank you to everybody that has subscribed to the Mailroom Network on YouTube. We want to thank you to everybody that has hit us up on all our platforms, Facebook, the Mailroom Network. You can follow us on IG at the Mailroom View. So we just thank everybody that's followed us, subscribe to our channel, like, comment. And again, thank you to the people who are emailing us with topics. Thank you so much. We do dissect those and we do figure out where we can put it into our show. So definitely continue to do that. If you have any topic you want us to discuss, y'all know what it is, man. The Mailroom 313 at yahoo.com is where you can hit us up at. Just with anything that you want to see discussed right here on the Mailroom, man, just send it to us, and we'll put it in the show. That's what it is. So again, just all of our platforms. Thank you so much for everybody that has subscribed recently. Everybody that's been here with us for 16 weeks straight, man. Some of y'all have been here, so just thank y'all so much, man. Brothers, what y'all got to say to the people?
Hey man, is it okay if I send out a special announcement about a show that we gonna do on the? We gotta
ask HR first.
HR.
Yeah.
I guess we talk to each other. each other. Are we
Yeah.
able to show a little bit of a skip ed of what we might be?
Yes, we can. Yes, we
Yeah,
can.
is that fine? Okay.
It's fine.
All right. So look, check this out,
Sure.
y'all. We got the Mailroom After Dark show that's coming up. Hey, we got a little bit of a trailer for you. We want y'all to check it out real quick. All right. Give us one moment.
Oh, if y'all just seen that here, Pete, that's my homegirl Alicia. She in the building.
Is that who?
My homegirl Alicia in the building. She peeking me.
What's up, Alicia?
She on the panel. No, I'm just kidding.
She on the panel.
On the panel now. What's your Q&A? What's your Q&A? Don't waste our time.
Q&A.
Don't waste our time. What's your question, ma'am? You ain't got no question? $5 deductible right now. Let's go. Put it in the cookie jar. Put the $5 in the cookie jar. No.
Y'all saw the trailer, man. We got the Mailroom After Dark coming November 18th. That is when we let the fans just go ahead and hop on in the panel. Now, one thing about the Mailroom After Dark, again, we appreciate everybody just chiming into the live and chatting and discussing, but for the Mailroom After Dark, y'all have to get on the panel. That's how it's working. We want to hear y'all, see y'all faces. So that's what the Mailroom After Dark is. If you we want everybody to come in live a discussion with us. We not live, we not broadcasting. It's just us kind of being able to connect with our viewers and just have some conversation, some things that you may not want to put out while we on live, whatever the case is. But we got a really dope topic for it. We're gonna have a couple different topics. And how long are we going with that, fella? It's whatever, right?
Until.
Until. We're gonna open up the floor and we're gonna ride out. This is gonna be our longest. It's probably gonna be our longest live stream, and it's also to appreciate, the people who have been with us like every week. You know what I'm saying? Like we have a lot of ladies that follow us. We appreciate you all, ladies. Seriously, we really, really do. And we have some gentlemen that follow us as well. They may not comment or whatever like that, but they might personally reach out to us and let us know that they appreciate the show.
Yeah, and we appreciate y'all, man.
We got my man Ghost from Taiwan. You know what I'm saying?
Like, we got a viewer from Taiwan. That's just blessed.
So it's like we got a nice little following, and we appreciate it. We don't take it for granted at all. You know what I'm saying? And so this show right here is gonna be. We're gonna have some particular topics we're gonna talk about, but it's gonna be a freelance show. You know what I'm saying? And I just want us all to have a good time. It's gonna be a lot of people on the panel. It's gonna be, it's gonna be love. You know what I'm saying? So just come in and put the basis on your argument, what you thinking, what you feeling. Be a part of the show. It's gonna be a lot of funny. It's gonna be a lot of comedy, a lot of camaraderie as well. So it's like it's gonna be love. So just come on through, and it's gonna be dope, man.
Yeah, it's
shout out to JB, man. He shout out to JB, man.
Jay really plugged
this show.
Jay really got us thinking about this. Like, it'll be a dope way to end our first season by showing their appreciation and just having y'all go ahead and come in. We know some of y'all might not feel comfortable hopping on the panel with us during our live show, but this is an opportunity not just for y'all, but for us, man. We want to see y'all faces. We want to talk to y'all, man. So thank you. So don't be afraid to do it. It's gonna be us. It's gonna be loose. Just come with it, man.
Just a couple of ground rules. Just a couple of ground rules too, because I know because YouTube they've elevated a few things. So one of the things about YouTube is that, I mean, well, we want to make sure that you are presentable. Put yourself on camera and come through. Be presentable. Um, Profanity is cool, just not too much, not too
Keep it
excessive.
limited here.
And then there are certain words and things that you cannot say, or that will be reported, things of that nature. But it's all within the confines of the context of what we're talking about, so it's all good. But at the end of the day, we just want to make sure that everybody is comfortable. They can be themselves. They can be on the panel with us. They can ask us anything they want, or they can talk about anything they want. It's a free for all situation. We're gonna have a topic. We're gonna, spearhead that, and then it's gonna go from there. It can go anywhere it wanted to go.
Wherever
So
y'all want.
we're into that rabbit hole this time.
If y'all been dying to ask us some questions that y'all haven't felt like asking over these last 16 weeks, this is the time. This is the time. If you want to grill us, if you want to grill us, this is the time.
A good grilling session would be all right. Yeah, for sure.
So get your hair done, man.
Wow.
Hair done, man. Do your hair, man. I ain't playing, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have. For real, be presentable, man. We're gonna ask y'all to be on the panel. Just be on the panel. Stop playing.
Be on the panel. We
got something to say, man. Like Rob said, we appreciate the comments, man. But come on and hop in the fire with us, man. Go ahead and
unlimited time. It's unlimited time.
Turn the camera off for everything else.
Do your thing.
You ain't doing nothing.
But yeah, again, man,
come on and join the college.
Week 16. Thank you so much to all our viewers, man. We again, without y'all, there's no us, man. We can't do this without y'all. So we about to exit stage.
Come on and join the college. Come on and come to college. Lights messed up. You ain't got nothing to do.
We just
want to go to college.
It's easy.
It's easy.
On that though, we about to wrap up. We love and appreciate y'all again, man. I can't express that enough. I know if y'all get tired of me saying it, so what? It's what it is. And because without y'all, there's no us, man. Shout out to my brethren on the panel. Yeah. What y'all gotta say to the people, man, before we roll?
Hey, man, look. It's what week is this? God, it's flying. That was what 16.
I know, right? Next week is 17.
So, man, look, hey, I love and appreciate everybody that man come out to see us. Like we say it all the time, but it's definitely awesome. That gives us the fuel and the fire to have these conversations.
Absolutely.
And you know what I mean? Like I really appreciate it. And definitely so. November 18th, put it in your calendar. You know what I'm saying? Like, we chose a Friday for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to get up the next day. Even if you do. I mean, it is what it is. But we try to choose a Friday night, the best night. We didn't want to do a Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So, Friday night, man. It's starting at 8 o'clock. Come out. I'll let your boy, man. Jump on the camera, man. It is what it is. Have fun, man. It's an open forum, so that's what's up. That's all I got to say.
The Mailroom Show. We 16. We out. We love y'all.
Hey.
Out here.
You know how we do. Let's rock out with this, fellas.
All right.